Real quick, guys, while we brought up Darren Seals, for those who are not familiar with him, also we got the replays on. I'm gonna play this clip. It's gonna tell a little bit about who Darren Seals was and what happened to him.
One of Ferguson, Missouri's well-known black activists has died. We told you this on yesterday. 29-year-old Darren Seals found shot to death in a burning car on Tuesday in St. Louis. He was one of the leaders of the Ferguson protest after the killing of Mike Brown by a white police officer in 2014. In fact, Seals was one of the first activists who was on the scene shortly after Mike Brown was killed. He stood with and comforted the Brown family as they received word that a grand jury declined to indict former officer Darren Wilson in Brown's death. Seals, who was also a rap artist, frequently tweeted about racism, police violence, and politics. Just weeks before his death, he described this encounter with police in a tweet saying, quote, 10 detectives pulled me and my 14-year-old brother over, pointed guns on us, and told me to choose your enemies wisely. What's even more disturbing is that Darren Seals is the sixth black man in Ferguson to be found shot to death in a torched car in the last 2 years. Joining me via FaceTime from St. Louis is Carl.
All right, y'all heard the clip, and guess what? Nothing happened with none of those murders. And I'm gonna mute the mic.
See, and that's what I mean by the whole police brutality thing. It's stuff like that. They get away with all of this crap. You know, and that's why I feel like when people say, "Yeah, I understand the police is shooting us down and all that," but what about the crimes going on in Chicago amongst each other? And like I said earlier, man, yeah, but those people are punished that kill another black man. A lot of times, these police they get away scot free. That's just crazy. And like the sister was saying earlier, Trinell, this been going on since the '60s, man. Even before that. I mean, look how they did the Black Panthers. Look how they did the brother Fred Hampton. They got away with that. So that's why you see us raging against that a lot more than us raging against what we might do to each other. Because when we do stuff to each other, those people are punished immediately. And like I said, man, I just want the code to be our leader. If we can get to that point as a people where the code is the leader, our code is our leader. Buy black, circulate the black dollars amongst each other. Protect each other, keep our head on a swivel for each other. That should be the code. That should be the leadership. Because when we have a when we just rely on a leader, that leader could easily get taken out, man, and that could just leave us in disarray. I just wanted to say that real quick.
And another thing I like to add, it shows you that for those powers that be to make such an effort to take out Darren Seals, that shows you what that brother was really about. That shows you his strength in galvanizing. He posed a threat. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Most of our leaders and most of our people that's able to galvanize, that's able to get large groups together, that's able to come to the courts and have things strategically planned in place, they normally become political prisoners or they normally become dead.